I'm John Connolly, Manager of Video Programming for Ascension 21. Welcome to Inside Ascension, a show designed to give you an inside look at the people and services of Ascension Parish government.
And I'm Clint Falcon, Video Production Specialist and Producer for Ascension 21. In this episode, it's the holiday season and we celebrate the spirit of giving. So you'll meet parish employees giving gifts, big gifts, and to people they may not even know.
Veterans give us our freedom. If you or someone in your family is a veteran or active duty military, you'll want to stay with us. We'll take a look at the many resources available to members of the armed forces and tell you how to get those benefits.
And you'll meet some Ascension residents searching for a home this holiday season. As well, we'll have the events by you, and we'll close the show with some holiday lagniappe from a pair of Ascension Parish employees you may recognize.
So if you will, please stay with us. Watch and enjoy as we take you inside Ascension. Here are the headlines. With the holiday season here, the Santa Maria Fire Department is urging residents to take precautions to avoid Christmas tree fires and to be safe using portable space heaters. Christmas tree fires typically result from shorts in electrical lights or open flames from candles, lighters, or matches. Fire Chief James LeBlanc suggests when selecting a tree, make sure the needles are green and hard to pull back from the branches. Make a fresh cut on the trunk before putting the tree in its stand and immediately fill the stand with water, refilling when necessary. For portable space heaters, use only heaters equipped with a tip switch and certified and approved by a national testing laboratory. Perform a visual inspection of the unit to make sure it's in proper working order. Do not use a heater with frayed wires or worn-out heating elements. Only operate your heater while it's on a hard, level, non-flammable surface and keep the heater at least 3 feet away from all combustibles. Never leave a heater running unattended. Use only the fuel recommended by the manufacturer and never refuel a hot heater. LeBlanc also reminds us to have working smoke detectors and fire extinguishers in our homes throughout the year.
You want to spend time with your family, you want to spend time with your kids, but don't make the firefighters of Ascension Parish have to come look for you in a local structure fire or something like that. Take the time, be safe. That's what the holiday season is all about. And from our family to your family, we wish all of y'all a happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Take a look at these new additions to the firefighting fleet. These fire trucks were acquired recently for the East Bank Volunteer Fire Departments and represent $1.7 million worth of firefighting equipment now in use, protecting the citizens of Ascension Parish. Who couldn't use an extra $500 in their pocket? That's the reward offered for information leading to the conviction of who's responsible for spray painting graffiti at Butch Gore Park. Vandals have defaced the concession stand and restroom facilities at the 20-acre park, which is home for the Ascension Youth Softball Association. Ascension Parish Parks and Recreation Director Garney Gautreaux says it costs between $2,500 and $3,500 to clean up and repaint.
Well, $2,500 to $3,500 in a baseball program means a lot to us. I mean, and that's what they're taking away from. But, I mean, I guess that's their fun.
But hopefully not fun for long.
No, they will be caught this time. We have a couple of leads that we're working on already, and they will be caught. So that's why I said, if anybody knows what's going on, we got $500 if I got to take it out of my pocket.
Now take a look at these pictures. These are the solar-powered stop signs at the intersection of Merritt Evans and Duval Roads, where they meet Roddy Road. The symbols spray painted here are identical to some of those at Butch Gore Park. If you've seen these symbols before being used by someone you know, Ascension Sheriff's detectives want to hear from you. Call the Criminal Investigations Division at 621-8330 or Parks and Recreation at 621-9661. You can remain anonymous and collect $500 for making the call that puts this to a stop. After the holidays, why not recycle your Christmas tree? Make sure the tree is free of its decorations and bring it to the Lamar Dixon Expo Center. Ascension Parish Environmental Services Director Terrence Irvin says the old trees will be ground up and used as mulch or submerged and used as fish habitat at the pond at Lamar Dixon. What's the gift that's truly priceless? You'll want to stay tuned. Clint Falcon's up next and shows us right after this.
Welcome back. Ascension Parish is a giving community. Whether it's responding to a disaster in another part of the country or helping raise money for one of our neighbors in need. Recently, some Ascension Parish governmental employees took time to give of themselves, making a difference in the lives of others.
There is always never enough blood on the shelves. Just when you think you've drawn enough, you're going to have a trauma or a crisis. I've been doing this for 15 years, and we'll do a really big blood drive and think we've got blood on the shelf, life is good in the blood bank, and there'll be a trauma. You'll hear the helicopters, or something will happen, and we'll use it.
That is why Ascension Parish government welcomes Our Lady of the Lake Blood Donor Center and encourages their employees to serve in the life-saving effort. More than 38,000 blood donations are needed every day according to the Red Cross, and someone in the United States needs blood every 3 seconds. So Ascension Parish government takes time out of their busy schedule to donate blood for a good cause. The effort could mean life or death for a neighbor within our community.
I just think it's one of those things that employees can look across the room and see other people that they work with, doing the same thing, sort of helping out the community and helping out people that need this kind of an effort from our people. And the fact that Ascension Parish brings it to the employees to make it easy, that they don't have to go off-site, they don't have to go figure out where to go and when to go, and they allow the people the freedom to do that. I think it's just great.
It's a huge resource to be able to go out to companies and perform blood drives. The employees can do it on the clock most of the time. It's convenient. They don't have to go out, hit Essen Lane, fight that traffic to do it. We come to their job. They can come and do it. It kind of brings together a group of people, and they're seeing everybody's doing it, so let me step up and do it too and help out.
I always give. It's painless, and it's a good thing to do, and many people benefit from giving blood.
I know if I would be very appreciative if I found out people were able to give me blood if I was in need of it. So it's only right for me to give back what I would appreciate myself. So that's how I feel about it.
I hate the feeling and I hate the sensation. I can't even look at it, but the feeling I get after I'm done donating blood is what makes it worth it for me. It's just knowing that I'm doing something for somebody else.
Public Works have been doing drives for a long time. So usually Mr. Kinney, who's my coordinator, he knows that when there's a 5th Wednesday of the month, we're going to come that Tuesday before, just because how the health unit works.
Oh, it's super easy. You come in, you check in, the ladies give you the once-over for the questionnaire, and then these guys sit down and take care of you, get you something to drink or snack on if you need it.
They give you your name and they want to ask a bunch of questions that pertain to if you're able to give blood. And then you just come sit down and they just, they really take really good care of you. Appreciate they tell you everything they're going to do to you. And just, we really appreciate them. Parish giving us the opportunity to give blood.
They're always upbeat and real friendly and gentle. That's like I said, that's what a lot of people fear. Getting punched and like I said, it's just a good thing to do.
Everybody wants to do something good, and a blood drive is an easy thing to do. And it seems like a minimal thing to do, but it's huge.
My mom was in the hospital a while back, and the lady was telling us there's a big shortage. They could use as much blood as they can get. So if anybody can give blood, I just say give it.
The fact is, blood simply cannot be created. It must be donated. With all of the blood that is acquired by Our Lady of the Lake Donor Center going to local hospitals in our area like St. Elizabeth's and Gonzales, no donation is too small. If you would like more information on donating on behalf of yourself or hosting a blood drive within your organization, you can call Our Lady of the Lake Blood Donor Center at 225-765-8843.
When you give with us that it's going to go to your neighbors, your aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters. It's going to somebody in your community. So you're helping your community by giving with the lake.
It shows that you're very unselfish, to give a part of yourself for the well-being of other people, you know. I firmly believe that, you know. And I think basically everybody wants to be good, to do good, and you know, this is one little way I do it.
Coming home can be hard if you're a veteran of Iraq or Afghanistan. You may feel like you're all alone. But you're not alone. At iava.org, your fellow vets are all around you. Join our free online community, get the resources you need, and connect to other vets who know where you're coming from. iava.org. We've got your back.
Ascension Parish residents recently honored their veterans and active duty military. Part of that parish-wide thank you was a resource fair, a place where veterans and family members can receive enough valuable information on military benefits to fill a C-130.
Ensure that these benefits get to them. Yeah. Ensure that these benefits get to them. Yeah.
Good morning. How you doing today? My name is Steve. I'm with Louisiana Department of Veterans Affairs, and I'm here to talk to veterans about some of the benefits from the state as well as the federal government for both disabled veterans and those who are not disabled.
This is an example of how a veteran or active duty service member may be greeted when they visit a booth at the Veterans Resource Fair.
We have information on Louisiana Veterans Home, and we have information for other veterans who have their own business who would like to do business with the state of Louisiana. They get a preference.
I am Sherry Kenshin. I'm here today for the second annual Veterans Resource Fair. The theme this year is Serving Those Who Served, bringing together as many organizations as we could to do a one-stop shopping, if you will, for the veterans so they don't have to travel the entire state. And I think a lot of times veterans, especially maybe World War II and Vietnam veterans, aren't always aware of what's out there. The younger veterans have really good computer savvy, if you will, and can go online. But some of the older veterans don't really know what benefits they have, if they even have any benefits, how to get a DD-214, how to get access to the Louisiana Veterans Medal. So just anything and everything that we can do to let them, make them aware of what's out there for them in terms of benefits and privileges.
There are many services offered at the fair, and frequently veterans say they don't even know they're available or they're qualified to receive the benefits to ease the transition back into society after they leave the military.
We also have college benefits information for the GI Bill and the Montgomery GI Bill, as well as disabled veterans for the state supported schools.
These are just a few of the agencies represented at the fair and the benefits they provide.
One of the programs that we have in the emergency services area is our service to the armed forces, which includes services and support both for active duty military and veterans. And so that's why I'm here from that standpoint, sharing information with veterans on possible resources that they can use when they need assistance, helping to make sure that they understand that we're there for them just as much as we are there for the active duty.
Well, for RPCC's point of view is that if they qualify for veteran benefits, they can take those veteran benefits anywhere they want to, any school they want to. We're hoping that they will come to RPCC, that we can offer what they need. We're in Ascension Parish. We offer, like most community colleges, flexible schedules, flexible programming, and that in the long term they will see benefits from it. And so RPCC's focus is just to let the veterans know that we exist and that we're here, we take veterans benefits, and we accommodate them.
And we are here today because we really support our veterans. We've made it an annual trip to be here. We want to share with our veterans the services that we have available to them, that they can come and talk with us about particularly a major problem for veterans who are returning from combat is post-traumatic stress disorder. And we have 2 veterans on our staff who are not only well trained as counselors, but also understand the difficult issues that veterans may face as they're reintegrating back into their homes and trying to get back into their life in the States after they've been deployed.
If you have access to the internet, or you can always call the parish, but if you have access to the internet and you want to just find out what's available, use the internet. It's probably the best tool for a veteran to find out what's actually out there for them.
The resources available to veterans and active duty military are many. We'll have a website and a telephone number for you in a moment to help veterans get to those resources. In Ascension Parish, the Veterans Resource Fair is just one event held on Veterans Day weekend honoring the military. The Veterans Day ceremony at Veterans Park is another.
You look around us today and you'll see the faces of veterans, young and old. But they all have a common bond. What they have in common is the moral courage to fight for our nation and our freedoms. They had the moral courage to be the ones who stood for liberty against tyranny. They were the ones with the moral courage who stood up to fight evil at all corners of the globe so that we could keep peace here at home.
And the Veterans Parade in Gonzales is a great way to honor the veterans and active duty military and thank them for their service. After all, it's their service which keeps us free.
I am the daughter of 2 Air Force veterans. My parents met in the Air Force and married in the Air Force, and my mother went on to work for the federal government, and my dad became a career Air Force veteran. So in a lot of ways, it's a way to honor their service to the country, but having seen them model the behavior, it's a great way for me to do community service, and being involved with the Vietnam vets since my dad toured in Vietnam. I saw the need, and it was just something that I kind of got involved in out of a love of country, and that's just kind of how it really happened. So the older I get, the more aware I become of, the sacrifices that families make moving every 3 or 4 years. And but it was also a blessing because you get to see the world.
You can reach the Louisiana Department of Veterans Affairs by calling 1-877-GO-VA, that's GEAUX-VA, or find them online at vetaffairs.la.gov.
Today is a special day. Today we gather as a nation and as an international community to recognize the selfless decision of one of the most influential women of our time. She's been recognized by religious figures and politicians around the world. To us, she's just Rachel, but to the rest of the world, she's the woman who, after having one too many drinks, chose not to drive home buzzed. Here today to honor Rachel is the family whose lives she spared.
Ascension Parish Animal Control Director Michael LeBlanc tells us this time of year he sees folks coming in to get animals to give as Christmas gifts. And while he's glad to see the animals get adopted, he urges people to really think their decisions through. He also urges people to remember the long-term commitment of animal adoption goes on way after the gift giving wears off. If you're ready for that commitment, here's a look at some of the animals currently available for adoption.
Before we leave you, we want to recognize two men in Ascension Parish who've been coaching high school basketball for many years and who both reached incredible milestones recently.
A couple of days apart, but while their teams were participating in the same tournament, Santa Maria High School coach Gary Douay got his 700th career coaching victory, and East Ascension High School coach Kenny Allman got his 800th career win. Our congratulations to both of you.
Thanks for watching this edition of Inside Ascension. Please let us know what you think about it. Our email address is on the screen, insideascension@apgov.us.
You know, John, after our last show, we heard from some viewers who really enjoyed the segment with Larry Neal. So back for an encore performance of Holiday Lanyap, here are Parish employees Lester Kenyon and Larry Neal.
Thanks again for joining us, and please keep watching Ascension 21.
Merry Christmas, baby. You surely treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. You surely treat me nice. Brought me no diamond ring for Christmas. Make me feel like I'm in paradise. I'm feeling mighty fine. Got sweet music on my radio. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got sweet music on my radio. I wanna kiss you, baby, while I stand up under the mistletoe. Santa came down the chimney about 3:30. Left me all those pretty presents for my baby and for me. Merry Christmas, baby. You surely treat me nice. Well, I haven't had a drink this morning. Well, I'm all lit up like a Christmas tree. Baby, you surely treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. You surely treat me nice. Brought me no diamond ring for Christmas. Make me feel like I'm in paradise. One more time. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got sweet music on my radio. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. Got sweet music on my radio. Say, I wanna kiss you, baby, while we stand up under the mistletoe.